Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Tecsun PL-310ET. This is an AM/FM long-wave shortwave portable radio, and I perform an evening medium-wave band scan, or in the States, AM band scan. We'll look at features of this radio, we'll do a size comparison, then we'll cruise the evening band. So let's check out the radio, Tecsun PL-310ET. This radio is great. It's a budget radio. It's one of the first radios I'd recommend somebody getting into the hobby who wants to listen to AM, FM, and possibly shortwave. It has everything, and it does it very well. So let's check out the features. Wrist strap on the left-hand side. We have an FM shortwave antenna jack. If you watch my improving reception video, you'll notice I use a Kato T1 wire hooked up to here to improve the shortwave reception. Really nice tool to have. Here we have an FM stereo headphone port, also for your AM and shortwave listening. Down here we have a USB in to charge the batteries. Nice feature. On the front we have our speaker right here. Nice sounding, I like this. There's a lot of radios with smaller speakers, and this one sounds very good in its price category. We have buttons, lots of them. Up here we have a time set button, alarm set button. Over here, power button, sleep function. We have a display button. This works when the radio is off, toggle temperature and alarm time. It also works when the radio is on to show signal strength indicator, also local time, alarm time, and of course temperature again. Here we have a dedicated light button with a snooze function. ETM, easy tuning mode. This radio has 550 presets, which is quite a bit. Those can be manually set, and that could be for your home location. ETM, easy tuning mode, when you hit this is when you're on vacation or when you're visiting somewhere else. Say you drive, 500 miles away from your home location, you don't want to mess around with your presets, you hit this ETM, it'll automatically scan the area you're in, and then you'll have those extra presets. So it's like an additional 550 presets that we call temporary, but it's really neat that you have that feature when you're traveling. Down here we have a VF, means view memory, view frequency. We'll be using the frequency mode, but the view memory mode is really nice, so you can scroll through your presets that you have on your radio. Also, by the way, the 550 split up into 100 on FM, 100 on AM, 100 on long wave, I believe 250 on shortwave. And again, it's the same with the ETM. Down here we have FM stereo, and very important, read that, AMBW, that means AM bandwidth. That's really nice when you're trying to pick up distant stations, using this to filter from the higher frequencies to lower frequencies. You have 6 kilohertz down to 1 kilohertz, which is really nice, and I'll try to show that to you tonight in the video. Here we have a nice numeric keypad to direct enter frequencies, to get to frequencies really fast. You'll notice little orange lettering above. You can change the clock to 12-hour format. You can change the AM stepping from 9K to 10K. You have a FM band switch where you can change it from standard 88 to 108 to 64 to 108, which is really nice. Here we have a charge function on the memory button. We have a beep on and off. Yeah, I don't like beeps on radios. We have an enter, confirm key, and delete function there for memory. Over here we have our band keys, FM, medium wave, long wave, and then shortwave buttons. You also hold these down to access the auto tuning system, which will automatically scan and save to your manually set presets. Versus the ETM, which is a separate feature. It's kind of neat. There's quite a bit on this radio for the money. That's why I recommend it. Really love this radio. I'll have links below to it. Like I said, this is one of the first ones I'll recommend. I'm going to show you some other radios in a second. Volume control, tuning knob. They have little detents, so you can feel it, little notches to them. So it's digitally controlled. On top, we have an FM antenna and shortwave antenna that swivels 360 degrees. Got a little notch there too. That's nice. On the back, it's got a really cool kick-out stand, so you can prop it up when it's sitting down. And you can see the shortwave coverage, 2.3 to 21.9 megahertz. It's fairly good for me. I don't think any higher where I am at. Long wave, you have 153 to 513 kilohertz. Medium wave, and you can see the FM coverage. There you can see the positioning of the 3 AA batteries. That's another reason why I recommend this radio, is it takes standard batteries. That's a good thing. Right now I'm using EBL high-capacity rechargeables. They work perfectly in this radio. I just hook up my USB cable and charge them up, and it works like a champ. Close that up. All right, let's do a quick size comparison and cruise the band. Yeah, I know, I spent a lot of time on this feature list because there's a lot of features on here. Here's one radio I wanted to bring out and compare side by side. A lot of people like this PL-310. Again, very similar radios. Speaker is smaller. I do enjoy the better sound of the 310ET. That's why I recommend this radio more. Audio is my thing, and I do like the sound of the speaker just a little bit more than this one. This sounds a little tinnier. Buttons, though, on the 380 is a little nicer. You do give up the external jack for the antenna, though. You don't have that. You have to clip it to the antenna whip on the 380. So there are some differences there. And the 380 doesn't have a tuning knob. It has a tuning wheel. Okay, so there are some differences. Looks like a bigger display, but I like this one. It seems blockier and easier to read, for me anyway. So there's that. And of course, real quickly, CC Pocket. Time is 10:21 p.m. Central Standard Time near Chicago, Illinois. Here we go. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He loves Tecsun 310 ETs from China land. He's Iron Man. There you go, deck of cards. And last but not least, I usually bring out the Skywave too. And you can see Skywave has a dinky speaker. This sounds much better than the Skywave as far as audio goes. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this on. And here we can pick up. I'm not too sure what we're going to hear tonight, so let's go ahead and hopefully start at the bottom of the band. This has a fast low tuning knob. It's not controllable, which is unfortunate, so I might speed past the station off this tune it back. But it starts out 1 kilohertz stepping, and it goes up to or 10 when you go fast. Signal strength indicators up here. Again, I could switch this alarm time, temperature, and current time. We'll leave it on the signal strength indicator. It's kind of nice. Shows our battery life, frequency we're on, and the band we're on. So let's go to 530. So this is CHLO, Brampton, Ontario on 530, 441 miles, 250 watts. Nice. There's mute on tuning, of course. Here's a sports station, WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin, 70 miles away, 400 watts at night. The one arrow means slow tuning. Okay, this gentleman talking is probably KTRS, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles, 5,000 watts.
The normal red light, green light auto accident where somebody's going, ow, my neck is sore. This is a big deal.
So you got the nice side light too, I like that. This is 560 WIND, Chicago.
I am a layman, but I know that a couple of things matter in any legal case. There has to be opportunity.
So you'll find yourself using 6 kilohertz for music, and you'll find yourself using 4 to 3 for average, and then 2 to 1 when you're looking for those faint stations for the bandwidth here.
Or any American, not what.
So I went a little quicker. You saw the double arrow. Shot past my station. Here's 580. Okay, I'm not sure what they're playing there. Some kind of flute recorder. WTCM. I think this is Traverse City, Michigan. 215 miles, 1,000 watts. Okay, I was just making out ESPN radio. I believe this is KXSP, Omaha, Nebraska, which is ESPN. 405 miles, 5,000 watts. So good sensitive receiver in the evening. Also did really well during the day too.
Company, when we can agree on where the money's going to go and what the goal is.
Here's WMT Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles, 5,000 watts.
Spiritual and emotional unity. That's right.
610 is KCSP, Kansas City, Missouri, 400 miles, 5,000 watts.
We turn off the so-called protection, right? It would just block anything.
620 is WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's like 52 miles away, 10,000 watts at night, though they aim their antennas away from my location.
It really is about the debit card and turning the debit.
Normally we get country music on 630. And just to show you, this should be identical. I'm going to bring the Skywave out here. Two in the same station. And then kind of give you an idea. It's got direct entry too, which is nice. This Skywave is known for being real sensitive. So there we go. It sounds the same. Okay, we'll keep tuning. Okay, got a mix of stations, but I hear an Hispanic station there, which is WMFN, Peatone, Illinois. 75 miles away, 1,600 watts. The other station might be WWJZ, Mount Holly, New Jersey, 719 miles. That's the direction it would be, too. I haven't got that one in a while. Okay, keep going.
I don't see any reason to stop talking about Floyd and Lefty. What about Webb Pierce? Actually, Mel Tillis had a hand in writing this song. This one takes us back to 1964, the wandering boy, Webb Pierce. And that's where my money goes on WSM.
Okay, so this is 650, Nashville, Tennessee. This is a distance of 434 miles. Pretty cool. WSM, you heard him say the call letters. I'm going to switch up to 6 kilohertz, turn it back on for a second. Sounds pretty good. Just can't hover on the music. Bring this back down. Okay, so I'm getting 660 here, which is WFAN, New York, New York, which is 750 miles. I'm going to bring in the Turk Advantage passive loop. This is like free power and free gain. Always nice to have this. So let's see if we can't tune this in. Saw those numbers go up. Okay, that's as good as it's going to get. With headphones, might make a big difference too. Okay, we'll take that off the table. It's always nice to own a loop like that.
It'll cost you lots of money. Cops are writing tickets, so why take the risk?
670, the score, WSCR, Chicago, Illinois.
Day or night. Click it.
Kick it, click it, kick it, or tick it. There you go, Canadian station here, CKGM, Montreal, Quebec, 763 miles. Nice. Lot to explore, not enough time.
Not a bad late
Monday night, 63 degrees.
The work of counting ballots continues in Hamilton County. The Board of Elections has its processing votes that come in through the mail. They'll add ballots to the
700 WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
by November 2nd. He will detect.
Commercial there, WOR, New York, New York. Nice.
It's in the District of Columbia and defending the Affordable Care Act, ruling on the case.
Nice to find that WOR 710 between 720, which is real local, as you can see with my signal strength. This is WGN Chicago. And of course 700, which is WLW Cincinnati. So getting that 710 is really nice.
Cold front finally comes our way. This streak of 70-degree days ends on Tuesday. Tuesday's high temperature 71.
Okay, we're getting, I think, country music here on CKDM, Dauphine, Manitoba, 820 miles. I think Zoomer's playing something different, so yeah, this is definitely a different station. Shot past it. There's 740 CFZM, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Let's just see if that 730 was not the same as Zoomer. Yeah, different music. Cool. You can enter in these frequencies, which is nice. WSB, Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles. So yeah, you get this radio and you can explore the country. A lot of people don't know they can do this, so really fun. It's good to see younger audience too getting into radio like this.
It's the most comprehensive early learning on earth.
And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free.
760 WJR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles.
/try. ZipRecruiter.com.
Sometimes you can tune 1 kHz off your main frequency, which helps quiet things down. WABC, New York, New York. Another 750 miles away. Nice.
Less electricity will be available because we're going to become dependent on wind and power. Energy independence, John, is going to be a positive thing.
Under control. As cases continue to surge, Pfizer's news is seen as a major boost in the fight against coronavirus.
Here's 780.
All the stars are starting to align very, very nice.
Here's WBBM, Chicago.
You don't want to get ahead of yourself, but this initial news from the company is extraordinary.
A10 WGY, Albany, New York, 740 miles. Okay, I'm not going to figure that out. Come on. This fast, slow tuning you have to get used to. I usually just direct enter.
We'll discuss it next year. Only thing. Henry Lake.
For over 10 years, Advantage Seamless Gutters.
Okay, this is WCCO 830 Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles from my location.
Experience that's second to none. No matter what the design.
That's punch lab. You guys are ready. You're not ready for this. You don't know how to survive.
Here's 840 WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky, about 300 miles away. They have ground zero and coast-to-coast programming every night.
I pledge to be a president who seeks not...
Here's KOA, Denver, Colorado, 890 miles. Nice.
Sponsored by AAA Insurance. Get your free quote today to enter. You don't need to be a AAA member to get a quote. Visit AAA.com/Broncos Sweeps for official rules and enter today.
From the station bringing you Country Broncos game. Broncos Country tonight, presented by Betfred Sports. Never miss a bet.
There you go. Broncos. Denver Broncos. Cool. I just missed the logo. I was talking over it. All right. 860 CJBC, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Go a little quicker here. Kind of a garbled transmission tonight. WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana. Sometimes it comes in clear, sometimes it doesn't. I think they have a tropical storm coming through. 865 miles. There we go.
Pitbull dogs don't know that they face discrimination, but their owners do.
Nice. Just wait a little bit and conditions improve. You have to remember that as a beginner with a radio like this, just take your time. Let it sit there for a while, and sometimes the signal will come in and use a loop to help it. This is 880 WCBS, New York, New York. Here's 890 WLS, Chicago.
Got all these votes.
High pitch whine from the camera.
It's not a matter of me proving it. I'm just telling you it's hard to believe.
Got some old-time radio shows playing on CHML, Hamilton, Ontario, at 900 AM, 430 miles away from me. Gotta be pretty happy with my location. I pick up quite a bit. We're gonna just cruise up this dial here. There's usually like Detroit stations mixed in here. We're gonna go right up to 990.
It is something that is overwhelming, and I think it's long overdue for us to kind of reflect on what this means exactly.
Yes, I have cheat sheets.
One of the most interesting things in this book, and I'd never really given this much thought.
990's CBW, Winnipeg, Manitoba, 675 miles.
Is equivalent to driving. So he developed.
Too fast. Get back down.
Onus. He don't put the onus on himself. He puts it on. We have to do something better.
WMVP, Chicago, ESPN.
I have to be better. So that tells me he's a finger pointer, not a thumb pointer. And listen, I know what I know. Remember, I said, where's my camera?
Sounds like Eddie Murphy.
You guys love his show, and I love your show.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, it is.
I hope they love my show too. KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 450 miles.
Every single evening. It's amazing. It's real.
Formed more alliances in the Middle East, which hopefully will make sure that that flashpoint doesn't erupt someday. But
it's coming in clear. WBZ, Boston, Massachusetts, 880 miles.
Point when these lawsuits either succeed or don't succeed, gotta go.
Very cool.
During off hours, disposing of outdated pharmacy supplies, secretly housed.
Here's WHO, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles.
By the time I graduated.
Just picking up a hint of KYW, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
The Twilight Zone, or should
Got some Christian radio here, KAAY, Little Rock, Arkansas, 570 miles.
One of the biggest retrocausal phrases is hindsight's 20/20. Someone knew that we'll look.
WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles.
Don't want that anymore.
Yeah, let's do.
Make sure you like us on Facebook, Ryan Wrecker Radio. It's Overnight America, KMOX.
This coming Thursday, Amy Mark
There
scores.
you go, I just said the callers, KMOX, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles. A lot of you folks like to listen to that. Sometimes Bloomberg radio comes in real clear. Right now it doesn't sound like it's going to.
Pfizer has announced today that they've developed a 90% effective vaccine in preventing people from obtaining COVID-19.
WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles.
Money, but the fact is that they already had pre-orders available from the United States government. That creates the incentive, obviously.
Let's cut the band here.
No. That's beyond the pale.
WHAM, wham. Rochester, New York, 545 miles. So interesting what you can find on the radio. Political talk, old-time radio, music. WGN has a really cool music show on 720 between 10 and 12 a.m. on Sunday nights. Very cool. Sunday standards. Going a little quicker here.
Young people. My son Rocky is 30 years old. My bass player, my drummer Jason.
Here's WPHT, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And now I'm just going to pretty much cruise up the band to known stations. See what I got here. I'm going to write to 1470. Sometimes this comes in really clear. This is WMBD, Peoria, Illinois. It's 135 miles away, 5,000 watts in this direction. When the other stations aren't coming in for coast to coast, I'll tune this one in to see if it's coming in. And if all else fails, the Wi-Fi radio. I got a portable one now. Yeah, the Ocean Digital. It's a cool radio. Alright. Let's go up to 1510 here. See if we can pick up Nashville. Bring it back.
There were studies done on it as much as they could do at that time. And it was used to treat a lot of skin inflammations. It was used in
So we'll talk about a lot of medical stuff here. WLAC, Nashville, Tennessee. 434 miles.
Iron, manganese, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E.
Okay, I think this is KOKC, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. 690 miles.
There were a couple of the verified, the blue check communist Chinese.
It's full of the stuff they don't want you to know. Here's where it gets crazy.
Haha, here's where it gets crazy. Stuff they don't want you to know.
You put it on another vehicle. That's obvious. Each episode dives deep into the world's strangest topics, from hidden history to the bleeding edges of science and beyond. Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on the iHeartRadio app.
Stuff they don't want you to know. WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles. We're almost done here. I'm going to go pretty quick. KXEL, Waterloo, Iowa, coming in kind of choppy. Usually it's pretty clear. Let's go up to 1610 here. But there's a lot you can explore with. I passed up quite a bit, but there's a lot. You could have the time and spend it. Let's go up to, see if we get Toronto here. Okay, we got music here on CHHA, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Though I get some distortion from the station for some reason. That's on all my radios. Super speed again. The double arrow means fast, like I said. 1620. Am I picking up much? Let's go up to 1650. Sports station. Okay, let's go up to 1690. See if we can pick up some music. There's a possibility. Just picking up a little bit of music here. This is WPTX, Lexington Park, Maryland. Adult contemporary music, 685 miles away. And our last station, 1700.
With his team's record
record, even though it's 6-2.
This is KBGG, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles. All right, there we go. That ends it. The Tecsun PL-310ET definitely gets a recommended buy for me. Great reception during the evening and daytime for such a small radio. I mean, it's not that big. I mean, it's a little bit bigger than your average small portable, but it does quite a bit. It has a lot. You know, having the extra shortwave coverage and long wave if you have long wave in your country, FM, the full expanded FM band. You can't beat this radio. I love it. Standard battery operation. There is a, what do you call it? The contender here, the Radio Wow. A lot of people like this radio too because they're similar price points. You get airband with this one. You get a lower bass sounding speaker. I tend to like the higher pitched noise, just a little bit better noise audio from this. But the low end on FM sounds very good on music. But the thing about the Radio Wow, I do recommend this sometimes. Depends on what the person wants. But if I had to recommend one of these would be this one here because this has the BL5C battery in it. And I know they're pretty common right now. But it's one of those batteries, it just doesn't have a lot of capacity. This radio will run a lot longer than this will before needing a charge. Just something to think about. And if you run out of anywhere to charge, you can throw standard batteries in it. You can't really do that with this. So this definitely gets bonus points. So there you are. Definitely hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future videos related to Tecsun radios, which I know more are coming. You guys know it. Reviews and band scans. We got some new radios coming from Tecsun for sure. And then, of course, comment below what you think about the Tecsun PL-310ET. Would it be still something you think about? Do you like it? Do you like what I'm thinking? Again, a perfect beginner radio without breaking the bank. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.